Well, it's the month of Halloween, and October 29th, actually, and this looks really scary. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that I cannot go through Halloween without making a video or a scary video. So we're gonna be doing something a little different today since Roblox shut down. You can't play Roblox right now, which really sucks. But yeah. So yeah, let's do this. All right. So I don't know which one we should start with first. Maybe like a little short one. A okay. I don't know. All of these looks pretty scary. But yeah, all of these look pretty scary. A little too scary. Um, Worst ways people have died. Oh, the scary TikTok. Huh. I really don't know which one we should do. I mean, like, huh. Alright. Actually, screw it. I'm gonna stop being like, what was that? Alright, I'm gonna stop being a coward, and I'm actually gonna react to this, so let's do this. All of these TikToks are from TikTok Fun Daily, so.
Worst ways people have died. Part 9.
I don't really know if this is scary. Maybe we should watch this one. God, I'm gonna pray before I actually do this. Please don't let me or my viewers get any nightmares. Hopefully this help. Amen. All right.
The strangest things that have ever been caught on camera. Part 2. This footage from a security camera in Alaska shows what appears to be a real-life Men in Black agent talking to the store's receptionist. Unfortunately, there isn't any audio in this clip, but what the man appears to say to the woman alarms her as she reaches into her drawer, pulls out a gun, and aims it at the man. But all the man does in response is remain calm, lift his hand in the air, tilt it, and then put it right back down on the desk. This seemed to put the woman in some sort of a trance as she put the gun down and gave him a mysterious package. This next video shows a woman shopping in China when an item behind her mysteriously falls down.
I'm gonna stop you right there. If that was me, I would run out the store like there was no tomorrow, or like something was chasing me, or like the floor was falling. I wouldn't go investigate at all.
She then proceeds to pick it up and put it back onto the shelf. Immediately after doing this, she begins to act very strangely, as
This is why I said that.
if she was being possessed. She then falls to the ground and proceeds to freak out as if she was in severe pain. As the other shoppers in the store try to help the woman, she lets out a ghostly scream which causes the camera to flicker and items to shake. Many people believe that this lady was possessed.
This is why I wouldn't ever do that.
This is
No,
why.
but is that broad daylight or something? I mean, I know there's lights in the store, but
Always
it's probably
remember your
in there,
parents'
so.
phone number. A man named Liam met a girl named Ava. The two fell in love in high school and decided to get married. They worked every day in order to save up for a house, but things changed when Ava became pregnant. They were both shocked to find out that Ava was pregnant since they were both young and it wasn't planned. 9 months later, Ava gave birth to a little girl named Casey. A couple years go by, Liam and Ava are constantly arguing and begin to talk about divorce.
That
so the
sucks.
two sat down together and formed a plan to fix their relationship. One day, Casey goes missing. After searching for a couple years, there was no luck in finding Casey. Ava and Liam begin to move on and start life.
She's dead. She's gotta be.
15 years later, Ava and Liam are sitting on the couch when suddenly Liam's phone rings. Liam answers the phone and says hello, and then his face sinks. Ava says, "Who is it?" Liam looks at her terrified and says, "It's Casey." Ava looks at Liam and says, "How? I thought you killed her to spend more time with me."
What?
Once you hear why he...
What? I don't even know what to say to
It
that.
will change the way you look at strangers. In 2018, a woman was out for a walk in the blistering cold when she saw a teen girl coming towards her wearing just pajamas and oversized shoes.
She probably went to school in the pajama party, or like the school probably had like a pajama day, and they went on a field trip.
Turns out it was 13-year-old missing person Jamie Close, and boy did she have a terrifying story to tell. 87 days earlier, a man had broken into her home in the middle of the night, killed her parents, and then taken her prisoner. He
Damn.
brought her 70 miles away to his house, where she was kept under a bed and largely forgotten about. She was just there for no apparent reason. When her captor left one night, she managed to escape, and that's when she ran into this woman on the road. Jamie's captor, 21-year-old Jake Patterson, was quickly found, and he immediately
Thank
confessed. And this is why he did it. On his way to work one day, he stops behind a school bus, and he sees a girl get on. He doesn't know anything about her, and he decides, I'm going to kill her family, and I'm going to take her. He had no motive. He had no criminal history. This was truly random.
This is the haunting true story of Jennifer's solution.
Doesn't really explain why. I mean, whatever.
Jennifer Pan was an Olympic caliber figure skater and straight A student who won many scholarships and early acceptance to college. Her parents had high expectations and wanted Jennifer to do well in college so that she could become a successful pharmacist.
Alright,
But
who
this all
doesn't?
changed in 2010 when police received a horrifying phone call.
I mean, not a pharmacist, but like a successful person. It's probably not a time to make a joke. I'm sorry.
Jennifer made this disturbing call to police right after she witnessed 3 men break into her home and murder her mother and leave her father fatally injured.
Damn.
But the next day, when Jennifer was being interviewed by police, she admitted that she was the one to hire the killers.
What?
Jennifer then told the officers that her parents were putting so much pressure on her to succeed that the only way she could get freedom was by hiring 3 hitmen to kill them and make it look like a home invasion.
Bruh. That's just messed up. You know, there's a thing called talking. I mean, I'm not that person that's like, talk. But, I mean, talk to your parents. Give me a break. That's just messed up.
Part 3. North Korea has a fake propaganda village that was built to look like a peaceful place so people from South Korea will come up to North Korea. But in reality, the village is completely empty. All the buildings have no windows, and all the lights that come on are set on automatic timers. The only people that are ever here are just maintenance workers. North Korea's most popular attraction.
What's the point of it? I mean, if people were to come there because of that, they would most likely want to live there. So what's the point?
Is visiting Kim Jong-il's preserved body. North Korea tells their citizens that this man has godlike abilities and that they must pray to him. Right now, as we speak,
There's only one God. Just stating that out.
Korea has closed down their capital and are executing citizens to stop the spread of COVID-19. This is super disturbing,
What?
and I feel bad for everybody living in this country.
This
Yeah,
is the
me
creepy
too.
story of the Rake. So one couple woke up in the middle of the
Oh,
night
God.
to find a strange-looking creature at the end of their bed. They described
Hold
it
up,
as
bear back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Just needed to check something out real quick. Definitely not scared.
half human and half dog. The creature suddenly sprang up and ran towards their daughter's bedroom. The couple
What?
immediately ran after it, but by the time they got there, it was too late. Their
Daughter's
daughter's
already
face
dead.
was frozen in a scream. Her last words being, "He is the Rake."
Yo, what's up? These are scary facts about our
Okay.
world that you probably didn't want to know. Part 27. When you pass away and you were one of those people that donated your body to science, it could be used for one of 3 things. It could be used for medical training, it could be used for forensic research, or it could be used as a crash test dummy in cars. Back when
Oh,
the
that
guillotine
sucks.
was being used very often, people would rush to get their heads chopped off because if they weren't one of the first ones, the blade would end up getting dull, and once the guillotine came down, their head wouldn't be fully chopped off and they would still be alive going through this painful mess. This fact makes me cringe, but for every 1 person on Earth, there are over 200 million insects. Well, if your mom didn't get you a dog for Christmas, I guess you can choose from the 200 million insects. There's something known as a boom-slaying snake, and its venom will cause you to bleed from every hole in your body, and I mean every single hole. There's
Oh.
something known as a poop bank, and you can get feces by the bottle there. That's disgusting.
Scary stories to tell in the dark. The Licked Hand. A young girl named Lisa often had to spend nights alone because her parents worked late. So they bought her a dog to keep her company and to protect her.
Alright.
One night, she was awakened by a dripping sound, so she went to the kitchen to make sure the tap was off. As she went back to her bedroom, she stuck her hand under the bed and the dog licked it. But the dripping sound continued, so this time she went to the bathroom to make sure the tap was off.
Alright.
She then went back to her bedroom and stuck her hand under the bed, and the dog licked it again.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you from there. Now, what I'm probably guessing is that she turns around and the dog is like right behind her. Like I wouldn't stick my hand under the bed. I would usually just wait for like the dog to come out.
But the dripping still continued.
I mean, like, where would it come from? It's probably
This time, she went outside to make sure all the faucets were turned off. She went back to the bedroom, stuck her hand under the bed, and the dog continued to lick it. The dripping continued. Drip, drip, drip. This time she waited and realized the dripping was coming from her closet. She opened the door and saw her dog hanging upside down with the throat cut. Written on the inside of the closet in blood was "Humans can lick too."
This might look...
You know what? I'm gonna stop this video right here. I just heard tapping or something that sounded like it, and I'm terrified right now. Bye guys. I hope you don't have nightmares. God bless you all, and I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a little while. Maybe we'll do more reactions. Hopefully they're not scary. Bye guys. Peace out.